How's everyone doing? This is George with Truck Driver Nation. And what I'm doing, I'm actually recording it for the second time in case you heard my first one. I just bounced too much because my voice is still messing with me because I'm getting over being sick. But anyways, what we're offering is a free virtual dispatcher training course. It's offered by Truck Driver Nation. The reason we're doing this because we've got too many people that are actual truck drivers, and I feel your pain. And if I hadn't been a truck driver, I wouldn't even offer this. I'd have been a regular salesperson and just walked away from the problem and said, well, when you get your money together, get back with us and we'll help you out. But that's not the situation because I understand the market because I've been in trucking almost 30 years, drove trucks for 24 years, and that's the only reason I'm doing this. But I don't know how long I can do this because when I do something like this, the biggest fear that we have is because remember, we're still reaching out to you unless you came through like watching YouTube or something. We actually have to put out advertising dollars to reach you. We use aggregate systems because we are still a truck driver recruiting. But in the dispatching side, it's a different game because we don't really get nothing unless you actually work with our program. That's how we make our money. But I'm going to try this out. If I see that it actually helps enough people, and I don't got a lot of people calling me back saying, oh, I need help doing this. We give you everything you need, just like you in the course, so you can learn to be a freight dispatcher. There's going to be some things missing because we had to cut back the overall price because it's manpower. It takes out of us. That's the reason that people pay that much money to get those. But if you want to be a freight dispatcher and get certified and have that certification in your hands, then this is what I propose. I'm proposing to you. So I've got a little script here. I'm going to read it out as it goes in. I'm going to fill in the lines just like I always do because, I'm not saying it's because of my age, but maybe so. But I'm going to go down through it and there's a brief description of how this is being presented so it'll benefit you. Now, starting your career as a freight dispatcher with our flexible, self-paced online training, the full virtual freight dispatching course is now 100% free to access. Now, when I say free to access, you have to have the book. There's comes the kicker. Without the book, I just couldn't give the book away. It was just because people got access to it and everything, and it's got everything. I mean, it's not just freight dispatching. It is a lot of content. That's the reason they just had to do it this way. But anyways, we're doing it this way. Obviously, you're online. Okay, you're on demand video training. That means you click the video and all the content of every single thing that you can think of. Learning about insurance, exclusions, factoring, carrier packets, negotiation, everything that from A to Z, from boarding your owner operator to dissolving it to dealing with carriers, whether it's not just a one-man show, it could be multiple. If you want to come in as an independent freight dispatcher in that given carrier, I teach you all the ways that we do in marketing, ways you don't even have to spend money, and that's how this is what's the big benefit behind using our platform if you choose to become a freight dispatcher. Now, learn at your own pace. There's no live instruction or instructor assistance. So that being said, I'm no longer going to be available. I'm not going to mentor you. Okay. But everything is in there. Even the mentor parts are in there. You just have to actually spend the energy to look at it. You got to watch it. If you don't watch it, it's not going to happen. You got real world dispatching knowledge, like with the load boards, broker communication, carrier setup, and much, much more. Certificate required. You do have to earn the freight dispatcher certificate, and you must pass the final certification test with 85%. Now, obviously, students are required to purchase the official course textbook for $250. That ain't jack because you're paying, I'll give or take, around $2,500 or more by going through the course, and you already knew that if you'd already been that you're one of the people that compelled me to do this. That all that right there, some of those benefits behind having all that is no longer going to be on the table. But the course itself, to be able to do it, is there, and it's going to be $250 for the book, and there's zero other charges. The course itself is completely accessible, and you can get your certification. Now, whether you're starting out from fresh or you're a truck driver coming in, Truck Driver Nation helps you to build a strong foundation in the logistics knowledge and freight dispatching, all from the comfort of your home. So all the content's there. You don't have to worry about chasing nothing down. but you will have to actually, when we turn it on, because you still get it turned on the website. It's got all the contracts are in there. All the truck driver jobs are in there. So if you want to be a recruiter as well, you still make 70% because they pay us between $700 and $1,200 all the way up. I say 7 to 1,200. It goes all the way to 2,500, but most of them are between that $7 and $1,200 commission. You get 70% of it because you're the one that recruited the driver. You're the one that follows them all the way to orientation. Because if you don't get them the orientation and stay on top of them, make sure they're going to orientation, then you didn't do your job and they will not make it to orientation, and thus the company will not pay us for recruiting that truck driver. Also, if you want to recruit for Truck Driver Nation, as far as our freight dispatch program, you do get 20% of whatever program they're taking. So it could be obviously the 250. It's not going to really be toward that one because this is to help people that just don't have the money and they're in trucks and they want to get out. They haven't been making money. They got families and stuff and they're broke. And this is what compelled us to decide to do this. So you still can go through, use Afterpay. Afterpay will literally break it up. So you owe the $250. This is an estimate because remember, we just did this. So I'm going to give you the math on it to let you know. So that right there breaks into 4 payments. So that equals to $62 every 2 weeks for 4 weeks, and your course is paid off. Unless you're just going to pay it straight cash, then obviously you just go through the link and get it set up, and you're good to go. Now, besides that, what else do we have? We've got that's going to be about it when it comes to this course program, but you still get everything that's inside the website once you get turned on. So make sure you download the contracts and stuff. You're going to need them. And anything else. If you decide you want to change your position and you want the full course, you can pay it even after you start doing this, but that's going to be an additional $350 because we have to rewrite contracts and all that stuff. So you can see how you can save doing it this way. And hope this works for you. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. You have questions, make sure you go to truckdrivernation.com. There's ways in there. You'll see contact us. You can send information that way. Also, in the content at the below this video is all of our contact information, the phone number, as well as our support at Truck Driver Nation email that you can get a hold of us. Make sure you holler at Maria. She runs the back office. But anyways, I hope this helps. I hope this gets you where now you can afford to do this freight dispatching course and get out of the truck and start living the life that you wanted to live. But make sure to watch us, go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you watch the videos there. A lot of helpful information. And in addition to us just having personal videos where we explain really why you should get out of it. But also make sure you cover the content on our website. It's not us just trying to sell something. We're trying to show you the facts behind where you're at, where you can be in a very short period of time. But you have to be disciplined and completely focused on getting this done, or you're just dragging the cycle out and you're going to lose interest. Like they say, strike the iron when it's hot. You better do some serious striking if you want to get swapped over and get into freight dispatching. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for visiting the website. Thank you for watching this content. Please hit like or whatever. If you have comments or questions, please send those to us. I'll get them. I almost get them answered really fast. I try to do it every single day so I don't get behind. But anyways, please let us know how we can assist you. If you need to just give us a call, for one-on-one conversation about the program that we're doing here. You'll get a different contract as well. You won't get the same one as people that are doing the full-fledged program, and it'll be detailed. The same information will be in that contract on what you're asking for us to provide you in our services, but also what you won't be provided because you need a shortened down version without all the additional benefits, like because the leads and stuff, all that costs us time and money to do for you. That's the reason people do the full thing. They've actually paid for that service. We're not giving it to them. They literally paid us to help them because they don't want to have to do a lot of advertising, $1,200 to $2,000 a month if you're really advertising. If you're not really advertising, then you're just not really advertising. You're going to get the results that you actually invest your money into because like they say, it takes money to make money. But anyways, thank you for visiting the site. I hope this was educational for everybody. And I'd love to hear from you. Obviously, get a hold of Maria. Thank you for visiting Truck Driver Nation. Everybody have a blessed day.